Good morning. We're going to look at the Psalm for today, Psalms 41. And I'm only going to read 3 verses. Blessed is he who considers the poor. The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he will be blessed on the earth. You will not deliver him to the will of his enemies. The Lord will strengthen him on his bed of illness. You will sustain him on his sick bed. There's so many promises here, and those promises are triggered by us considering the poor. I know sometimes we're reluctant in giving to the poor because we think that they're gonna squander our hard-earned money. That's a concern that I have too. But I've learned over the years to yield myself to the prompting of the Holy Spirit and allow Him to guide me as to who to give to. There were times sometimes that I wanted to give to someone and it did not work out. And in the end, I realized that the Lord didn't want me to give to that person at that time. But it's our responsibility to be willing to give to the poor, to consider the poor. And these are the blessings we will reap. Delivered in time of trouble. He will keep us alive. He will bless us in the earth. He will deliver us from our enemies. He will strengthen us when we are ill. All of these are circumstances that we face at one point or another. And I am sure that you want to be in a position to reap these blessings. And all we're required to do is to give a little of our resources to the poor. I'll share a little joke with you. I didn't witness it, but I've heard it from someone before. There was someone begging a gentleman for money, and the gentleman responded to the beggar in French, and the beggar responded to the gentleman in French. So he had begged in English first, and the gentleman pretended he didn't understand because he didn't want to give him any money. But the beggar started to beg him in French. And whilst that may be a little funny, that's the hardness of our heart sometimes, that we don't want to give to others. But my philosophy is that nothing that we have, we acquired on our own. And it really doesn't belong to us. Because if God don't wake us up on mornings, or give us the strength to go to work, or the skill or the knowledge or education or whatever opportunities to gain, we won't be able to gain anything. So technically, what we have is given to us by the Lord, and He should have a right in saying how to distribute a little of it. I become a little angry when I hear people talk about the billions and the millions that they have in their bank accounts, and they brag about it, their net worth and all of that. And I believe that we have enough resources in this earth. God did not make a mistake. But what's happening, people are hoarding those resources, and they're not giving, and they're not blessing, and they're not helping others. Now, we may not be millionaires or billionaires, but even if we're thousandaires or hundredaires or whatever we are, whatever little you have, be open and willing to bless someone. It may be an organization, it may be a beggar on the street, it may be a family member, whoever it is, and trust God that He will direct that person to use the resources wisely, okay? So God bless you, and just be willing, be a cheerful giver, be willing to bless someone and help someone at some point in time. Have a good day.